What's going on? I'll be with I'll be Fitness Gaming, and you've seen the title of the video. You know why you're here. Some domain zoo, and today we're testing out Wrenn and Six and Teferi in the main deck. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna keep this. So in order to make room for those cards for the 3 Wrenn and Sixes, I removed the 2 Remands and the 1 Dromoka's command, and to make room for the 2 Teferi Time Raveler, I removed 2 Brawlers. So far, I've liked the way those cards have been in the deck. Alright, Thoughtseize. Let's see how we want to play this hand here, depending what they take. I could imagine, you know, they probably have a lot of removal, so they may not take these 1-drops. They may take their removal piece here in Leyline Binding to protect their threat. But I can also see them just picking off these 1-drops depending on how slow their hand is or what they have. Okay, so they went with the Brawler. So they most likely have removal here. Let's go ahead and start off with, we'll go with, I don't think their deck plays Wrenn and Six. Because they don't play Wrenn and Six, we're going to go with Breeding Pool. If we were going against a deck that may be playing Wrenn and Six, we want to lead off with Temple Garden. Reason being is Nacatl's 1-1 with Temple Garden, he'll be a 2-2. Okay, so we're going to use our Flooded Strand here to get a Sacred Foundry. We want to always use our Wooded Foothills Bass if possible. So, Sacred Foundry here. We're going to try to jam here with the Ragavan. I don't think we're going to connect with this Ragavan, but if we do, we're in good shape because now we can hold up Stubborn Denial. Yeah, we're not going to connect with that. Some type of Sultai deck. Yeah, that's fine. And you know, these are the matchups where like things like Teferi and Wrenn and Six shine, where they're trying to trade a lot of 1-for-1 for your creatures. With the Planeswalkers, we're able to start slowly getting card advantage, which helps us out tremendously against these type of decks. Usually these decks, what they want to do is trade 1-for-1 with discard and removal, and then play some type of threat to finish the game. Alright, so I think what we want to do here is we're going to get an Overgrown Tomb so we can have full domain, and then we're going to leave up Stubborn Denial. Opponent is pretty low on life here. Alright, that's good. They're then on board next turn. And we have a Stubborn Denial up. I tried List without Stubborn Denial, but Stubborn Denial is just too good not to play. Alright, so not sure what they're going to take here. I have to imagine they could take the Bolt, but then we have Leyline. Yeah, I'm not sure how they get out of this. Yeah, they're going to just go ahead and concede. Okay, so we this matchup, so here's the sideboard here. Geist of St. Traft is for heavy removal decks like this one, so we might want to bring this in. Just got to figure out what we want to take out. So Brawler's good. Stubborn Denial's decent. So maybe we can take out the Brawlers and go here. Ragavan is not going to connect, but we still want him. Do we? Yeah, I still like Ragavan. We like the counter spells. I really. What should we take out? I feel like Ragavan. Yeah, Ragavan is tough. Thing about Ragavan on the play is that most of the time these decks are just, trying to discard you. They're playing Grief, playing something that brings them back from the graveyard, and they can grief you twice in one turn. But because they play so much removal, it's so hard for Ragavan to connect. So we try to set up our main deck here to play more of a mid-range style deck. I think, let me see here. Give me 1 second. Not a bad hand, but we can't cast none of our spells, really. Oof. Things are not looking good for, yeah. Yeah, so Geist seems good in this matchup if we can get him on board. We're going to have to keep this, get rid of this, and get rid of this. So off to a really bad start against a discard deck. Already down 2 cards. Okay, so we could go same game plan. They're not playing Wrenn. So let's just go with Breeding Pool to Sacred Foundry. One of the things about Zoo is that you'll notice is that the deck overall is good against most things on the field that has a fighting chance. And because of that, and because the deck is pretty mainstream as far as what cards you want in your deck, you shouldn't sideboard a lot of cards, especially when you're on the play. Thoughtseize here. They're gonna take the St. Traft, I have to imagine. Yeah, that card wrecks them. Yep. And this is where the Planewalkers will shine if we can draw into one. It's gonna be very hard for us to make a comeback here unless our opponent just has brick after brick. They're so far ahead of us with cards, and we have no pressure. And they're just going to be able to pick off anything that we play. And this is what I was mentioning about Domain Zoo deck and why I decided to go with Wrenn and Six. And they're probably going to counter this, so we're going to have to leave this up. Why I decided to go with Wrenn and Six and Teferi is because when you get put in situations like this, where you're going 1 for 1, and opponent's ahead on cards, it's just so hard to make a comeback. At least with this here, we'll have something. Sorry, I had to wipe my nose there. Alright, so we got Bolt. Let's do this. We'll grab we're going to need more red, so we'll get a Sacred Foundry. go ahead and just Tribal Flame here. They play a lot of discard, so I don't really want to hold on to those spells. We could get lucky here if they have just a handful of removal for creatures, because we could continue upping our Wrenn. Okay. Let's just go ahead and kill this now. Yep. They're going to start attacking our Wrenn here shortly. Does this have an implication? Draw if an opponent casts a blue or black spell this turn. Okay. Pretty much going to be a cantrip for us. They try to... Okay, they're attacking Wrenn here. Oh, they're attacking us. Interesting. It's pretty risky. Okay, Tribal Flames. Huh. Okay, I think we're gonna just go for Tribal Flames here. We could have killed this and then had a high chance of that would have probably been the better play, but this definitely buys us time, right? Because now they have to attack the Wrenn. We'll use this now just to get a card, and we draw another Wrenn and Six, which is not the best. Oof, that's not good. I mean, they have to. Okay. Are we dead? Do they have something? Okay. Am I missing? Did I miss something? Bolt. Okay. Yeah, not sure. Not sure what happened there. Did opponent miscalculate and not attack us? They should have attacked that Wrenn. But either way, the way that game played out was good, because you guys got to see, like, we mulled to 5, the opponent had the removal, they had the discard, they had the threats, and we won the game with a Wrenn and Six. Kind of glad the game went that way, because it was a great way to show you guys why Wrenn and Six is so good in this deck. Think about it. We would have had no chance of winning that game, even from when we had to mull to 5, but the Wrenn and Six got us there. Now, sure, you can argue and say, well, the opponent slightly misplayed. They should have attacked the Wrenn. I agree, but then we had a Teferi Time Raveler, right? We could have played Teferi. We could have then bounced, and we could have bought more time until we drew into something. I mean, they were at 3. We would have drawn a lightning bolt or something and finished them off. But that was a good game there. It shows you the power that the Planewalkers add to the Domain Zoo deck, where, you know, when you get put behind against most of these decks like Sultai, any deck that likes to interact 1-for-1 basically, it's really hard to come back. But the Planewalkers allow us to make a comeback, so it gives us more of a mid-range, long-term game plan, as you saw there. Well, my friends, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys brew some more with Domain. If you have any questions, comment at the bottom. Any other recommendations for the deck, comment at the bottom. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share my video. And again, guys, thank you for watching.